What would you like to see done to help other people by the city of Fresno at this point?
Well, at this point, it's like nobody has anywhere to sleep. They don't want to, the city, they want to kick us out or don't want to let us sleep. I see people sleeping on the sidewalks. I've slept on the sidewalk. I mean, there's people getting sick out there, like, and it's hard to find out. It's hard to find anywhere to sleep. I mean, we're getting kicked out. The cops come in and they take everything that we got. If we have anything, they take it all. I mean, I don't know. They can have more shelters or even more affordable housing. As far as jobs, if they, I mean, if they, you know, there's a lot of junkies and stuff that don't want to work, and then there's people that actually do want to work, and we just need a chance. Just give us a chance. And if, you know, housing was even just housing was a little bit better, you know, somewhere permanent, not just, you know, not just somewhere where we got to get up at 6 in the morning and leave. You know, then we'd have a better chance at things, because I mean, we have to dig in dumpsters and stuff sometimes. God knows, it's like I'm ashamed of myself a lot, and recycling is just not enough. I mean, we have a dog that's sick, and we're not getting any help for him either. You know, they have a vet at the Poverello, and we went there, but they just gave us the ear rinse. We need better help for him because he's like my son, and he's going through so much pain. I mean, his ear's bleeding, and he's gonna die.
What kind of interactions have you had with the police department or any other department?
They cruel.
They're cruel? How?
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, so what do you mean by they're cruel?
I lost my stuff this morning. Pinstripe suit for church is gone. They already got a busload of my stuff down there. When you homeless, it's hard to accumulate anything because either somebody who's just as homeless and hungry as you is might take it. If they don't, the police will. I got a problem with certain organizations because they get federal funding from the government. If they house criminals getting out of the joint and kick the homeless out the building. The mission did it. I seen all my brothers sleeping on the mall because they kicked them out.
There are needs that we all have. They're basic needs. Water, food, shelter, a place to sleep at night where some woman doesn't have to worry about being raped, or some guy doesn't have to worry about being jumped because he's got a better pair of shoes than somebody else. Eco Gardens has been very, very helpful in many ways. Eco has provided a place where I can come and lay down and not have to watch my back at night or in the morning or anything that I have as personal belongings. I have a place to stay. That's all that's necessary. I can get up in the morning, get a shower. I can use cooking utensils, a full kitchen.
What do I feel the city could do to make life easier for the homeless? Well, for starters, for people that are actually on the street, and what I mean is that don't have access to any services, to start with a type of a tent city such as San Diego has done, understanding that this is a humanitarian crisis and having any people on the street is unacceptable. And then in terms of transitioning back to a normal life for those that are capable of it, so that once you get caught in the cycle of homelessness, something such as the Dakota Eco Garden here, where I'm living, in my case has allowed me to start from being stuck on the street to receiving a grant to return to my career in medical research, for example. Such transitional living where people could stay here in tents on a property for a year also could help them to get to services that wouldn't be available for them, for example, when they have to prove that they're homeless for a year to go into the MAPS program to receive housing. A few months ago, when they weren't able to solve the homeless problem, instead of providing such a place for people to go, as I mentioned, instead they came up with an ordinance where they fined homeless people $1,000, put them in jail for 6 months for camping anywhere in the city. In other words, they don't provide any solutions, and then they make it a crime. So the criminalization of homelessness ends up costing the taxpayers much more money. What does it cost to put someone up in a jail cell, for example?
The only way they could take my stuff was to give me a citation downtown at the county jail. I went in a special car, to beat 'em up car, put in the back seat with no seat. I mean, the back with no seat, and ain't no seat there. Handcuffed me in the back, and they try to hit every bumper, go as fast as they can, and go around curves, so you fall and bump up against everything. I had just bought some stuff out of Walmart. Spent about $300 in there. And they took it off. They didn't arrest me, nothing like that, just detained me. Took me all the way downtown from here, downtown to the county jail. They wrote me a ticket and said bye. When I got back, my stuff was gone.
Tell us about how you got off the street.
I got off the street through the San Joaquin Veterans. They work with Westcare. It's one of works with Westcare. And actually, they actually do things for people. It's one of the first programs I've seen that actually helped. You know, they go out and find people. They came out here and found me. And they'll come pick you up, take you where you gotta go, get your, if you need ID, they'll take and get your ID. If you need, whatever you need, they'll do it.
This is our responsibility. We've created this. That's what we don't want to own. We really created the homeless situation. And the more we try to deny it, the worse it gets.